Today we're going to talk about this beautiful 55 Chevy. It's the 55 Chevy two-door hardtop Belair. It's the traditional classic red and white. You can't go wrong with red and white. It's kind of a resto mod. The body itself looks original, but it's got a lot of unique features added to it. If you're going to buy this car brand new back in 1965, the price was $2,067. You get a brand new hardtop. They made approximately 185,562 of these cars. So you can tell that there's not that many that were made. And there was only one body style. After this year model, they changed the body style, so the body style changed. Weighs over 3,400 pounds, and it's over 15 feet long. It's huge, but it's a classic car, and it's actually a work of art. The motor originally in these cars was a 265 V8. It was the first year that Chevy made a V8 motor for their cars. Because of that motor and the speed that those cars produced back in the day, this car got the nickname of the hot one back when they were new. Everybody wanted these cars and everybody were racing these cars. So this is kind of the start of the whole hot rod era. We'll go and talk about the motor in just a second, but it's got drop spindles in the front, it's got a lowered stance, it's got these absolutely gorgeous wheels that are on this car that kind of sets it apart. The body lines and all the trim on the car looks original, but if we come inside and look at the interior, it's got a Dakota digital dash. The digital dash readout is red, just like the body of the car. It's got an retro sound stereo in it. It looks like the original Wonder Bar radio, but it's got all the modern conveniences. It's got AM, FM, it's got Bluetooth audio, it's got Sirius satellite radio that's hooked up to it. You can answer your phone just like on a modern car, and it's got vintage air to keep things cool. All right, so now let's go check out the motor and let's see what's under the hood of this beautiful car. So it's got the vintage air system added to the car. It's got electric windshield wipers. It's got fuel injection. It's got Wildwood disc brakes front and rear, and it's got the serpentine belt system, the front runner serpentine belt system on it. It's got aluminum radiator. So this car is the classic example of an old muscle car that has a lot of modern conveniences in it. It's got a small block Chevy motor. It's been worked over. It's got a lot of chrome accessories on it. In addition to all that, it's got rack and pinion steering, power steering on it, but it's got rack and pinion steering on this car. It's got the MSD blaster coil and an MSD distributor. Check out this cool feature here for the headlights. It's got the LED headlights on this car. That's another awesome touch. In the old days, they didn't have electric windows to go up and down like they do nowadays on the new cars. So when you open the door, that would actually open up for your window. And then when you would shut the door, it just closes back down on the window and it's sealed up, it gets out the window noise. Nice quiet ride. We showed off this beautiful motor. Let's hear what this motor sounds like. Let's go check out and hear what it sounds like from the back. Just listen to that exhaust. That's classic American muscle right there. Small block Chevy linked up with a 4-speed transmission. It's a classic American muscle car with the added conveniences with the rack and pinion steering. This car drives like a new car. Just so much fun to drive. You can actually get yourself in trouble with this car. A little too easy. This car is really well done. This car is really tight. There's no rattles in this car. Getting ready to go over railroad tracks right now. Just listen to how smooth this car is going over the railroad tracks. We're getting ready to go over them right now. Smooth, there's no rattles, no clunks. It's really a nice, well done car. I told you the story. I'll tell you guys the story. So, me and my buddy Robbie, the very first car I had was a 55 Chevy, and we were restoring door in the car. And it was not all together, but I finally got the motor back from the machine shop, so we got it in the car and we put it in the car. And we wanted to just drive the car because we've been working on it for so long. So the floors were actually rotted out, and I fiberglassed the floors thinking that would be solid. And we put the original bench seat in it, drilled through the fiberglass, and put the bolts in. Took it out on the street, and the first time I gave it gas, I floored it. The steering wheel was not even bolted on. We just stuck the steering wheel in the car. So when I floored it, me and Robbie in the front, and the bolts ripped out of the seat, the steering wheel came out of my hands, and both of us fell into the back of the car, and our feet were sticking up, and the car was just rolling down the road. And then another time, a couple years later, when the car was painted, same thing. We're driving, and Robbie tells me to floor it, so I floor it. And I'm looking down the hood, and all of a sudden the hood starts fluttering, and then it goes boom. I look in the mirror, and it's spinning in the road behind me, sliding down the road. So lesson there: make sure your hood's down all the way. And don't use fiberglass to fasten your seats. We want another one of these cars.
Oh my god, you just said you didn't want one.
I know, but look at it. Look at the smile on my face. So wait, here's the shot we need. Whoa! Let me get the radio.